Hello, ladies and gents. Romie Reviews here. Please like, comment, subscribe. This is my review for Empire Season 5, Episode 15. A Wise Father Who Knows His Child. Now, the episode starts off with them being in church, actually, and Andre's girlfriend, significant other, she brought them to church because she believes, in the power of Christ can heal Andre. His diagnosis, we're not just gonna go and lean on that. And I guess I don't know if she's a well-known gospel singer or not familiar with her, but she has a nice voice. And it was definitely a timely message. And the whole time I was just looking at Lucius because we know Lucius and his relationship with God has always been borderline non existent. Borderline non existent. Like a lot of people, Lucius will go and kind of say, hey, you there, if he needs something. Now we see Andre looking worse than he's ever looked. I mean, looking worse than when you, looking worse than when Rhonda died, looking worse when I was just like, dang. But it's to show that he's really sick. And of course, Cookie is concerned, but there's nothing more that they can really do. So Cookie wants to talk to Lucius and let him know how she feels and express her feelings because she's a human being. And Lucius is trying to give her this whole okie doke of, hey, we just need to go and be positive. We can't talk about that stuff. We can't put that negativity in the air. I'm thinking, Lucius, you went and killed a couple of people. You went and did a whole lot of mess that's way worse than Cookie just going and saying that, she's concerned about y'all's child. And the fact that you're trying to make it seem like, oh, we just have to be positive. That's how it'll work out. I'm thinking, really? And Cookie said it. She said, oh, so I have to hear you talk about this relationship with your other child and all the other mess that you've been doing and and Kingsley, but you want me to just be positive and pretend like okay. Okay. I got your number, Lucius. I got your number, Lucius. Now, Jamal and Kai were supposed to have a date night, but Jamal's really busy, but I guess they're going to make it work. Because Cookie's not getting the emotional support that she needs from her own husband, she goes over to Damon. Apparently they have this friendship where they can go and talk to each other. And she goes and lets it be known her struggles with Andre and how Lucius isn't allowing her to go. I said allow. Okay. Isn't allowing her to go and be honest with her feelings and emotions and express vulnerability. And Damon says, okay, so take this moment now and do it. Just cry, do whatever you need to go and free yourself from that. And she does it, and she's just like, thank you. I said, oh no, you are emotionally cheating on your husband. You're emotionally cheating on your husband. No! We see Kingsley talking to the feds, and the feds had to remind Kingsley that, hey, this guy abandoned you. Your mother was a drug addict because of him. Why are you going to go and protect him? And they gave Kingsley this Fitbit that actually doubled as a wire. I said, oh, so that's how we do it nowadays. That actually makes sense, hiding in plain sight. But I'm thinking, so that's really what they use nowadays, because we are all thinking that whole wire concept is too old school. Now, Andre and his girlfriend are talking, and Andre confides in her about how, because Andre, he's not feeling too great, and he's not really feeling like, God has his back. And his girlfriend, of course, is just letting him know that, what do you mean? Of course he has your back. Why would you not think so? And Andre lets it be known that he feels like God took away his wife, because his wife was killed, and his child, his son. And she was like, that's not the case. And he was like, I just, and she said, okay, for you, out of respect to you and your situation, I will drop it for now. but I'm not going to say that I just agree and accept what you say as fact. And I appreciate how she did it. I feel like a lot of people need to learn that. No, if someone's not receptive to what you're saying, don't go and try and cram it down their throat. That's not going to help anyone. Instead, you need to go and be apathetic to them and their feelings, and they'll be more receptive in the future. That was a very important lesson. Lucius actually goes to see White Tracy, and we call her White Tracy because there was a black Tracy, so she's White Tracy. Now, Tracy is still enamored with Lucius, but she's trying to go and put on this front. She's trying to be big and bad, and Lucius is irritated because he's saying, why did you villainize me to our son? Why did you? Because Kingsley hates Lucius. And to a certain degree, it actually doesn't make sense when you really think about it at its core. And we can see how it happened. His mom went and said that, oh, you're the reason why I started doing crack. You're the reason why my life was destroyed. And then the same breath saying how, oh man, we were a cute little couple. He was the hottest thing on the block, and she was the white girl that could dance. And life took a turn, and Lucius was just like, is there anything you can do to try and get me and my son on one accord? Because at the end of this day, I've always tried to be a good father. I sucked at everything else, but I at least try to be a good father, which is true. That is true. If we're going to give Lucius anything, we can give him that. She didn't look like she wanted to, though. Now we have Hakeem talking to Becky, and Becky is irritated because Becky needs some help. Becky needs for him to go and Devon have him go and open up. Hakeem is saying that he already did that for Blake, and that didn't work out too well. She's saying, now that's a completely different situation. Why would you think Blake was trying to sleep with your... Fine. I forgot this is the Hakeem train. I forgot. Oh, I said, oh no. This family always does a good job of pushing Becky away at some level. Now, Carol comes along, and Carol is confused because Lucius called Carol saying, oh, so you two are working on the second phase of the tour, right? And Carol's just like, yeah. She tells Cookie, no, we're not. Why'd you tell Lucius that? Oh, are you with your side piece? And she said, and Cookie had to let her know she never slept with him, and she's not sleeping with him. They've actually developed a 6-week friendship where she can go and talk to him. And Carol, I said, wait a minute, when did Carol get some common sense? Actually, Carol's always had some common sense, except for the... Oh, jeez. Carol had to let her know that, look, you going and talking to this other man is your way of stepping outside of your marriage. And that's not okay, no matter how you slice it. I said, ooh, that is true. And a lot of people need to hear that you are emotionally cheating on your husband and on your marriage. Kingsley comes in while Lucius was talking to Thirsty. And Thirsty is just like, oh, get this clown out of here. But no, it's Kingsley's turn to talk and be Daddy's little boy. So Kingsley sits down with Lucius and congratulates him on how he was able to turn Empire around. And he was like, I know it's because of the things I did. And Lucius said, no. Everyone played a part in this company turning to poop. I said, wow, that's Dwight. Because Lucius would have agreed, like, yeah, you really made a mess and I had to go and fix it for you. But Dwight is more so, it's okay. It's okay. It's all right. It's all of us. And so then Kingsley, he went in too hard. Because remember, he has the wire. That's the Fitbit. He went in too hard and tried to go and get Lucius to acknowledge the fact that how did he pay for the tour, because Empire didn't have the funds and the investors backed out. And that scared off Lucius. So Lucius went and said, you know what, I realized I have to set out a fire. So we can talk later, right? And that caused Lucius to then go and talk to Thirsty and say, I think he's wearing a wire. I think he's trying to set me up. Back at home, Andre gets some good news. The doctor made it seem like it was bad, but no. The doctor thinks that if Andre goes through with one more round of radiation, he'll be all clear. And we're happy. We're ecstatic. We're shocked. But it's not over. Because Cookie and Lucius are even embracing and saying, see, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. I'm thinking, if you say so, if you really say so, Kingsley talks to his mom, and this is when he has the epiphany. Kingsley realizes that, oh, maybe Lucius isn't just this terrible non-absentee father. Because his mom is trying to say that, oh, they both did crack together when Lucius said that no, he was a dealer. He did not get high off of his own supply. That was never his thing. And we believe him. And I'm sure he could easily corroborate that story with other people if he really wanted to. So Kingsley was just thinking, why is his mom lying about that? And also saying that, oh, he was the reason why she got hooked up, and now he was the main supplier. And so it's making Kingsley think twice about his mom, who is in this rehab, and his mom was like, okay, you know what, give me a kiss. So he gives her a kiss, and then he tells her, all right, go and get the nurse to give me something so I can go to sleep. And his mother's using him. Just because it's not regular drugs, she's still being doped up with something. It's just the expensive stuff that probably won't kill her in the short term. And I felt bad for Kingsley in that moment only because he's being used by someone that's supposed to protect him and love him, and he's probably always been used, so he doesn't know any different. Now it's time for the New Jersey show of the Trust Tour, and Tiana, she brings out Devon. And Devon, the way that she looked at him, how he looked at her, I was thinking, oh no. Oh gosh. Tiana, oh, Hakeem is gonna, oh. Maya was looking at Hakeem like, wow, you with those puppy dog eyes. It's really sad because, she's not interested anymore. I'm thinking, Maya, stay in your lane, little girl. Cookie is still talking to Damon and letting him know the great news. And Cookie had an epiphany. She kind of realized that this is wrong. That Carol was right and this is wrong. She shouldn't be going and, giving her heart to this other man, because that's what she's really doing. Now, Lucius was playing something on the piano. It sounded really nice, and I didn't recognize the song. Even if it's a song that I knew, I did not recognize it at that moment. And Lucius just wants to talk to his son and let his son know that, hey, he's sorry that he was not there. He genuinely did not know that that was his child. Tracy, she got around. But he did tell the truth and acknowledge the fact that, yes, he had this new batch and he did give it to Tracy. And so he does have to take accountability for that. His mom was already out there, but he did go and enable the problem instead of, minimizing it. And again, just apologizing and acknowledging that him being a father is a pride and joy of his life, and he wants to start over with him. And by doing that, Kingsley, he felt something. So he did this, which represented the fact that his smart device was a wire. And so it got taken off, and they hugged it out. I was thinking, oh, Kingsley just wants a daddy, because Lucius said, just let me be your father now, which is all Kingsley really wants. So Kingsley goes back to the feds and tells them, nope, I'm not doing it. She said, well, did he threaten you? Because if he threatened you, that can work too. He was like, no, I just am not going to do it. Wow. So we heard what he said. He gave you some sweet nothings, and now you want to be a lion. You know you can't be a lion just because of the fact that you did this. And he said, that's not what it's about. I just don't want to be a rat. I said, okay, amen. for this show's purposes. Anyway, so now because of that, guess who is clean shaven, got a haircut, and was invited to family dinner? When I tell you, when Kingsley came to family dinner and everyone was looking at him like, I mean, Dre was already sick, so that side eye was just even worse. Hakeem was irritated, and Jamal was disgusted. Actually, I take that back. Dre's face was. I was thinking, is your face gonna sink in anymore? So now Kingsley thinking, hey fam. No fam. He sits down, and Lucius lets it be known that this is my son. He is a part of the family. You all will just have to get used to it. Take my place setting. Eat. Enjoy. Juanita will give me some more stuff. And that's just how it's going to be. And so then Cookie, she drank her wine. And then she drank some more. And then said, you know what? It's fine. It's fine because I got some great news about my baby. Andre, him being on the mends. So, Kingsley, welcome to the family. What happened cannot be fixed tonight, but it can be fixed over time. And I said, look at Cookie being grown. For now. For now. And Cookie, that wasn't the only news. Jamal wants to go and rush and do his, what is it called? Wants to do the wedding quickly. He doesn't want to elope, but he doesn't want the big type of wedding. So everyone's happy. Cheers. And they're pretending like they're one big happy family. Now the feds are raiding Empire because they're like, oh, there's drugs being smuggled on the tour. I'm thinking, who's smuggling drugs in the tour? That's not Lucius's steez anymore. Did the feds plant some evidence just to go? Because who gave them the tip? See, that's the mess that I don't like. And Becky was like, what are you guys doing? I can go and have this and that, have The lady said, you don't want to go to jail for them. Don't do that, Becky. Don't do that. So that's how the show ended. I don't know if it was Damon who did it, but it's annoying. That's it. Please like, comment, subscribe. Come back next week. I already did my ASMR video. It was a car video, so it was a little different. So check that out. And I did If Loving You Is Wrong already. I'm going to do Star, so Star will be up as well. And I have some music reaction videos. So this week is full. And I have a wedding to go to. Jesus.